Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to the medieval world of 1212 AD, and we have a glorious 3v3 here for you today, as we do have a bit of a custom game, another land battle that we did cover in a stream recently, and yeah, we have some interesting teams matching up against each other. We have already got the Ottoman Turks here. They're already moving forward, so with their sort of like their medium hybrid shock cav here, they're bringing those to the battlefield here today, already harassing the Danes. So it looks like the Danes are going to be taking up the right flank on one side, and then we have the Turks on the other, facing off against each other. In the center, we have the HRE here, and then we have the French. So we have two big European rivals there clashing against each other. Then we have the Kingdom of Jerusalem actually sending forward handgunners as their first unit to come forward. So they look like they're going to challenge with those, and they're going up against the Kingdom of Portugal, a faction we often see on the battlefield, but good to have them here today. I feel like Portugal and Denmark, you know, pretty unusual sort of picks. Don't often see them, but good to have them on the battlefield, that is for sure. I'm excited to see how they do. But yeah, this was a battle that we did on a 1212 AD stream a little while ago. It was a fun one. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a pretty close one as well, so definitely worth sticking around to the end, seeing who wins this one. Do let me know in the comments who you think is going to win. Are you Team HRE or Team France and Jerusalem? I guess I don't know what you call these teams really, but yeah. It's certainly going to be a fun one. I'm excited to see, and it seems like the Ottomans been really aggressive early on with their horse archer abilities. You know, able to sort of shoot at the Danish cav and sort of like not have any sort of danger themselves from being shot. It looks like the handgunners are being sent over there from the Danes to sort of maybe dissuade the Ottomans from doing that again. Pikes also being sent here, so any sort of cav charge on the flank won't be coming to happen. Or if the Danes decide to be aggressive, they can send up pikes to support in their cav fight, which is always going to be a good idea. But I think they'd win anyway. It's a heavy shock up against medium hybrid. Definitely sort of weight is in favor of the Danes in that one. But yes, if you ever want to get involved in any 1212 AD shenanigans, if you're struggling to find some multiplayer games, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's the best place to go to get involved in any sort of 1212 AD battles. And yeah, if you ever wanted to sort of show off your skills, that is the best place to go. And yeah, if you want to send in any replays yourself, that's the best place to go as well. It looks like mounted sergeants from Jerusalem is their choice here today, so that will be interesting to see how they do. We've got gunners already for Portugal, dueling with the gunners, it seems, of Jerusalem. It seems like Portugal's sort of a one, because I mean, it doesn't seem like well, I mean, Jerusalem is using them. He is shooting. He's going to shoot through his own men to use them, which will do damage, 80 damage to his own men, and also does upset them, as you can see, morale damage. They're minus 13 morale. I think that's from friend and foe. I think that's happening right now. So you just need to be careful of that. But there we go. Cav fight already getting underway, as we have Jerusalem actually sending in cav against the HRE. And yeah, mounted sergeants, then medium cav up against heavy shock cav in the Ritter here. That is definitely a weight class the Kingdom of Jerusalem is not going to win. That is for sure. And that's an early mounted sergeant, an early cav unit. It's probably going to be lost here. We'll see what happens now. Looks like Spears going in against sergeants. I feel like the Spears here, the militia, might have an okay chance. Spears are much better now than they used to be. So going up against some sergeants, they might be okay, We'll have to see. More cav being sent in. Actually, a gendarme from France now being sent in to support these Ritter against these Ritter, but also there is shock infantry, some dismounted shock Ritter in there as well. And it looks like France is going in further on. Actually, it's not France. It's Denmark. So Denmark's actually now helping against the HRE here as well. I mean, I guess these two would be rivals, as well in the medieval world. Both share a border. Don't know how much the Danes ever really fought the HRE. I mean, I feel like the HRE was a weight class above the Kingdom of Denmark, really, but you never know. And also, yeah, it seems like Denmark's gone in now against the Turks as well, as they battle it on over there. How is it going? It actually looks like the Portuguese are being broken through by dismounted hospitalities of Jerusalem here. So they've smashed through that spear line. That's a very good early joy there. Spanish Order Knights are going to have to fall back, and they might need to charge into these this shock infantry that's breaking through. The general as well might need to go in. It does look as though this shock infantry is being stopped by the cav though of Portugal. And yeah, here we go. Look at that, the Guarda del Rey. I think that's like the Royal Guard of Portugal. They're going in. They are slamming into these hospitals here, and they're doing what damage they can. Really nice. They're actually waving those guys quite early, and they're also being damaged in morale, I think, by gunners as well. So that's good there. You can see the cav fight still going on here between France and also the HRE. It's actually not even France. It is still Jerusalem with his mounted sergeant. So we've got very light is really catching this armor here today. Turn around, actually go this way. But yeah, it does seem as though Jerusalem's still deciding to persist with this sort of weight class disadvantage. With his cav fighting his Ritter here, fighting mounted sergeant. Well, the Ritter of the HRE fighting mounted sergeant. But it does seem as though Denmark is winning this infantry fight. Noble Swords breaking the spear line here. We might see a charge at a moment from the general. It actually looks like he might be about to go in. Gets a little bit of a charge off, then changes his mind at the last moment. As I think he's seen, Danish noble cav coming forward. Where is the cav of the Ottomans? It's still sitting back, doing nothing really at the moment. The Ottomans have sent in their Sultan, along with a whole bunch of infantry here. They are trying to test and try and get a breakthrough, it seems. Yeah, it looks like, you can see here, look at these Danish nobles. They're going to try and break through. Or going to get broken through. No, the long swords might hold the line, but swords breaking. Not looking so good. But yeah, there's a big gap in the line if the HRE that Denmark can really take advantage of if it wants to. And there is gaps now starting to open up over here as the French also break on through. But yeah, it looks like Portugal really getting pushed back here. Enemy general is dead. Oh, a key cavalry fight on this flank here. Jerusalem has lost his general to Portugal here. And Portugal's actually now going to be able to use that advantage in morale and probably help do some damage against these Jerusalem forces. These are tier 1 going against tier 3. Banish order foot knights, going to destroy those sergeant spearmen. But Jerusalem is still breaking through.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
But yeah, it's not looking good in the centre here. Gendarmes, they are trying to rout this cavalry here. They might actually do just that, trying to get the Ritter, routing them. Looks like, Portugal, with the loss of morale for Jerusalem. I mean, these gunners here for Portugal will be very, very important. He needs to help try and rout them, try and rout Jerusalem quickly, because, France is doing a number right now in the HRE.
They're rallying. They're not done yet.
The general has had to go in and deal with these gendarmes here, and he should win this, I think. The general is usually a bit better than the generic cav. Also, I think he can use brace if he wants to. Shock infantry also going in to support that fight. That might hold. But yeah, you can see cav is being used to try and hold the line here. Ritter is doing its best. The left flank over here looks like the Ottomans also might lose their general that he's losing in a fight against a general of the Danes as well. He's also in a fight. He actually has, Danish bodyguard has lost some troops. But there's spears and shock infantry in here that might help win the fight against the Danish general. We'll see. Looks like, the cav here's got him behind. He must have flanked on around the spears here and the pikes, and they have got him behind, and they are now trying to rear charge, as you can see. And here we go. Hybrid cav going in, getting their lances out after using their bows earlier. And they're rear charging. They might be mediums, but they're doing enough to break these Hussars and these spears here, and that is a big loss there for the Danes. But a win for the Danes might be this general being killed here. The Ottoman general is dead. The Danish general is getting out of there, even though he's getting shot by a lot of crossbows from various different parties.
Cowards!
By the looks of it. Portugal, having destroyed the Jerusalem morale by killing the general, is starting to mop up, but he's taken a lot of losses. Like, these units are tiny and weak. He's going to try and sort of reconvene. His gunners are still healthy, which is good, but not much else. His cavalry is about to go in. By the looks of it, he's going to go for a rear charge into pole arms. A good rear charge option. He's trying to take on, I think these are Jerusalem pole arms? No, these are the Swiss ones of France. They might take a little bit of time to break, we'll see. The French general's actually got him, the French king, and he's actually in a bit of a sandwich here between Spanish Order foot knights, and he might get killed off here. This might be the death of him. As you can see, the spear line of the HRE has been, well, it's been pulled apart, really. It's had to reorganize. Denmark also looks like he has lost his general. No, he hasn't. He's in the fight down here. He's in a forest fight. He's still very much alive. He's actually routing crossbows. He's pulled out, but he is deep in enemy lines. And he's getting shot by crossbows, the spears, the Fuchs-neck spears. They're moving up. And Denmark's general is going to get out of here again, but yeah, for how long? Ottomans still have a decent amount of troops, but no generals, so they could break at any moment, really. But yeah, balance of power is starting to shift in favor of the HRE alliance. And they've looked like they've dealt with the French king. They've managed to rout him, but it's not like they've actually killed him. And it looks like the king here, or the Kaiser, I should say, for the HRE is winning his fight. Still fighting down against gendarmes. Bit of a chaotic fight down here. It's kind of hard to tell in tier 3 who is who, because everyone's just in plate armor and the volleys going in there from the gunners. I think they're trying to rout these gendarmes, but they might kill the Kaiser if they're not careful. There you go, got him. And then the Kaiser can now go in front of the charge. He's actually in charge from multiple different directions here. And that's not so great, and he's starting to wave it. I think that is also going to be affected by gunners shooting into that mass there. They might rout him. But Portugal is arriving, helping to assist in the mopping up of the French. The Danes are also getting surrounded here. I think they might have lost their general now by looks of it. Oh no, he's still alive. My god, this Danish general is a slippery man. That's sure, he is still going. He's actually trying to rush those Portuguese gunners, and he might get routed here. There you go. That's the HRE general fallen. I think he got killed by friendly fire. Or maybe being chased down by the Danish general here, but he's also been routed, so that is probably going to be the end of the Danish army, and that will probably be the end of the battle. I mean, there isn't a lot left. They're holding on. These last few units. The French have a tier 1 unit down here fighting off against some tier 3 spears. Doubt they're going to win this one, but you never know. Got to keep on fighting until the fat lady stops singing, and she hasn't stopped singing. Was it when they start? I don't know. Maybe it was when the fat lady starts singing. I can't remember the saying. You know. Yeah, we've got Janissaries here. They're cutting down these Pavis. Shock infantry excels against spears in 12-12 and generally in most Attila mods. And I think even in vanilla, to be honest. But there you go. I think with that last sort of French units here routing, the French general actually has returned. I don't think he did die, but he is going to go back in. The brave soul. And he charges back in. I might rout that cavalry unit, but the spears here should mop him up. And the army losses, I think, are also going to come into effect because he is quite literally the last 9 men on the battlefield for this side. But yeah, a pretty close one. A Pyrrhic victory, that is for sure. You can see there, we'll end the replay. Have a quick look at the end results. This is from my perspective as the HRE. I got 130 kills with one of my shock. My spears didn't really perform. They just had to hold the line and just, you know, cause a few issues. Didn't really get massive kills. 86, 63. My cav kind of fighting other cav. Geo playing as the Ottomans, got 170 kills with the Sultan before he fell. 215 kills with the Janissaries here. They did pretty well. Then we've got Swords with 132 kills. Axes, 158 kills. Cav, 338 kills. 201, 215. They got some good rear charges. Good kills there. Zach playing as Portugal. 299 kills with the Spanish Order Foot Knights. 347 kills with another one here. 212. His shock did very well. His spears, one got 142, but the rest kind of got blown away. And his Cav, 234 kills. 220 kills with the Spanish Order Knights there. And 111 with another one there. Then we have Gunner playing as France. His Cav, 93 kills. 84 kills with a polearm, but again, nothing too insane. Vo playing as Denmark did pretty well. His general getting 288 kills is very, very good. One of his shock was still really healthy, 238 kills before it routed. His pikes, 104 kills. His Hussars, 97 kills. And his Cav, 173 kills. So Jackie Boy playing as Jerusalem. 124 kills with the Hospitaller Knights here. 128 kills with a polearm. 110 with another one there. His sergeants getting 109 kills, and then yeah, his strange choice of mounted sergeants, but yeah, they did not get the kills that he expected them to get. But there you go, guys. That is today's 12-12 AD battle. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.